Did you know the football we love today, with its giant stadiums, precise rules, and cutting-edge technology, wasn't born overnight? In fact, modern football is like a puzzle, a strange mix of unexpected turns, tragedies, and improvised solutions. Today, we travel back in time to discover 5 hidden stories that transformed a chaotic game into the king of sports. We start with an accessory that is mandatory today, but was considered a joke 150 years ago. It's 1874 in Nottingham, England. A footballer enters the field wearing something strange. Everyone laughs at him. Players mock him. Even his own teammates are confused. He isn't showing off, he's just testing something new. That player was Sam Widdowson. Days earlier, he had been thinking, what if the bruises and cuts from tackles could be avoided? In the summer, Widdowson played cricket and found inspiration in the bulky pads cricket players used to protect their legs. He took an old pair, trimmed them down, and strapped them over his football stockings. He looked ridiculous, but what he used that day became popular, and soon others imitated him. Widdowson had just invented shin pads. What was once a cause for mockery is now mandatory for every footballer in the world. Widdowson's invention gave players more protection, but the game itself was still absolute chaos. That was about to change with this next invention, whose design is still used today. And it's not the ball. In the 1870s in England, football was booming, but the game looked very different. Back then, if there was a foul or a referee wanted to make a decision, he had to shout and wave a handkerchief in the air. Meanwhile, in his Birmingham workshop, Joseph Hudson was perfecting an invention, one that was quickly adopted by the police. Soon, football referees saw its potential. By the 1880s, it was on football pitches everywhere, and never left. The object? The whistle. Specifically, Hudson's Acme Thunderer. For over a century, it has blown the sound of joy and disappointment for players and fans alike. From an invention to protect players, to one that helped referees be heard, this third invention affected the very heart of the game and carries a story of tragedy. It's the mid-19th century in Rugby, England. Richard Lindon was the town's leading bootmaker, and the man who crafted rugby balls for rugby school. Every ball used a pig's bladder, wrapped in leather, and inflated by mouth. Dangerous, unpleasant work. According to long-standing accounts, Lindon's wife, who often helped with the inflating, fell seriously ill after breathing in bacteria from a diseased bladder and later died from the infection. Devastated, Lindon vowed that no one else would face the same risk. He turned to a new invention from America: vulcanized rubber, tough, elastic, and airtight. He created the first inflatable rubber bladder and then invented a brass hand pump, so no one would ever have to inflate a ball by mouth again. His innovation transformed the game. Balls stayed round, bounced true, and rarely burst, reshaping rugby and later the modern game of football. Every bounce, every pass, every goal owes something to one man's determination to make the game safer. Football now had a better ball, but another problem arose regarding time. Did you know that football matches didn't always last 90 minutes? In the early years in England, each team decided how long to play: 60, 70, even more than 100 minutes. But in 1866, something changed. A team from London and another from Sheffield agreed to play for exactly 90 minutes. The reason, it is said, wasn't just for tactics or endurance, but because it allowed them to travel, play, and return on the same day. A fixed duration helped everyone: players, referees, and fans. Gradually, 90 minutes became the norm, first in England and then across the entire world. The final invention that we will cover evolved in more recent decades and is a story of misunderstanding and observation. It's the 1966 World Cup. Hosts England are playing Argentina. During the match, the German referee has an altercation with the Argentine captain and tries to send him off, but the player doesn't understand the decision and refuses to leave. A language barrier causes 10 minutes of chaos until the police escort him off the pitch. Watching it all is Ken Aston, another referee, who thinks, there has to be a sign that everyone understands. On his way home, stuck in traffic, he looks up and sees it. Yellow means caution, red means stop. Signals of the traffic light. Signals that everyone understands without the need for words. Aston has an idea. Imagine those same colors in football. Yellow to warn, red to send off. Simple, clear, universal. And that is how color cards were born. And there you have it. Cricket pads, police whistles, vulcanized rubber, train schedules, and street traffic lights. These are the strange pieces that came together to create the most popular sport on the planet. Football is always evolving. What do you think the next big change in rules or technology will be? Automated VAR? Timeouts? Sin bins? Or perhaps a robot referee? Let me know your opinion in the comments. Please give a like if you learned something new, and please subscribe for more incredible football stories. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.